consisting of 57 wins with just 11 losses, 44 of those wins by knockout. Standing 6 feet 3 inches tall, 1.91 meters, he weighed in at fight time at an even 209 pounds, 94.8 kilos. Fighting tonight out of Germany by way of the Congo, here is Danyo Ilunga. Here now is his opponent, a mixed martial artist trained in Muay Thai. His professional record, 43 wins with 8 losses, 33 big knockouts. At 6 feet 1/2 inch tall, 1.84 meters. He weighed in at 208 1/2 pounds, 94.6 kilos. Fighting tonight out of Curitiba, Brazil, here is Ariel Machado. Your referee in charge of this bout is Oscar Martinez.
Gentlemen, you've had your final instructions. Obey my commands at all times. I want a clean, fair fight, okay? Touch him up. Back to your corners.
Machado out of the fighting city of Curitiba, Brazil. The southern city has produced Anderson Silva, the UFC fighter, Vanderlei Silva, Marcio Shogun Rua, and Saulo Cavallari, who we'll see later tonight. Machado wearing the white gloves, Danyo Ilunga in the black.
And it's going to be Ilunga trying to stay patient. Let's see if he can control his emotions. Where we're going to see Machado really mix in movement and kicks on the outside, and that's how he beat Zervalev. So he's got to use a similar strategy against Ilunga.
Machado, when asked how this fight would end, he thought, we're going to go the full distance, 3 rounds. That's how I think I'm going to beat him. Ilunga, on the other hand, predicting a knockout. And it's Ilunga on the front foot so far.
Machado's doing a good job at low kicking, and then he exits in circles. That's exactly what he did against Zervalev. Where it's more Ilunga now using his punches to try to counter those low kicks.
Ilunga stalking Machado right now.
Excellent lateral movement from Machado. Good low kicks and moving. He's got to be careful from those counter punches of Ilunga.
Ilunga, as he backed up, caught a right hand from Machado.
Both guys have a lot of power. They both have 77% knockout ratios.
We've already seen 1 knockout in our light heavyweight tournament.
This is what I said earlier. You see the movement of lightweights, and you see Machado really using that movement, and then you saw the power in Hammer Lane.
Oh, and that left caught Ilunga, who was wobbled a bit, and another one, and he staggered again.
It was started from that jab.
And blood now on the top of the head of Ilunga. And Ilunga says, hey, what's going on there? Our referee says, just fight. Don't worry about it. And Ilunga, when he punches those wide punches, he's so open for a counter shot.
But that's why Machado's using that jab, and he's been successful with it.
Not sure how Machado got cut on the top of the head there. We'll have to check the replay after the round. 50 seconds to go. It's been a good round for the Brazilian.
Fight your way out.
Did you see maybe an elbow or a...
I haven't. If it's at the top of the head, it's got to be an elbow, maybe a headbutt.
Being told by our producer, Bill Borson, that it was indeed a headbutt and a left hand from Ilunga. And we're starting to get Michael Duke type of territory again as Machado waves Ilunga in.
I liked when Machado was fighting on the outside, but he did land some good punches, and he is getting better of some of the exchanges.
Fight out. Hands up. 10 seconds.
Some wild exchanges here in round 1. Scheduled for 3 here in Chicago.
Time. Lead break.
Let's see what happened, Joe. Was it an elbow? Was it a headbutt? Let's see. So that looked like a headbutt from that replay. Let's see another one. It might possibly be an elbow here.
Oh. I still think it happened from that initial headbutt before the punch grazed over.
All fighters are used to tasting their own blood at some point, but it's not usually coming from the top of your head.
You can't really see the cut to see how bad it is. Remember, if he wins this fight, he has one more to fight.
So the corner will play a crucial role now here for Machado in controlling that cut, stopping the bleeding. One more look at it as they collide heads right there. Surprised Ilunga wasn't busted open as well. Round 2 now. And got to bring this up. Danyo Ilunga, the son of a preacher, as mean as he can be in the ring, the nicest guy you'll ever meet. Did a lot of charity work this week in Chicago, met with school children, passed out food to the homeless. So Ilunga spreading the love everywhere he goes, and want to thank him for that.
And that's how you build the sport. You have good fights in the ring, and you really show good personality and really giving back to the community.
You can see the Vaseline on the top of Machado's head.
Machado was doing good when he was kicking and moving on the outside, but he pulled Ilunga into some big exchanges.
Oh, and a left hand, and Ilunga snapped back for a second like he was hit with a taser.
Machado's shins are taking a beating over there. Ilunga keeps blocking with his knee.
Hammerlane escaped his opening bout relatively easily without a lot of damage. Both these men, though, have taken some heavy shots, especially Ilunga. And Joe, before this tournament started, I asked you who you thought the favorite was or who you thought would win it, and you picked Ilunga. Why?
It's just that experience that he has, and seeing that fight with Dude, and just shows how passionate he is to get back as the #1 contender. So I got to go with give that experience edge to Ilunga, but Machado's doing a great job in this fight. Landing more of the power shots. Seems like he's doing the most damage. Ilunga really needs to pick up the pace here in this last half of the second round. Trying to utilize some of those knees now on the inside. Ilunga's doing a good job at blocking Machado's leg kicks and kneeing on the inside.
Watch the holding. Fight!
Ariel Machado told us he wanted Zinedine Hammerlane in the final, a rematch of the Contender Tournament final from last year. And Machado will get Hammerlane if he can win this fight here against Danyo Ilunga.
Machado slowed down. He's not really throwing those nice jabs that was slowing Ilunga down. Or those.
Oh, and a right hand right on the temple.
Just as I said that, he landed that nice shot.
And you think about all the wars that Ilunga has been in the glory ring, and those shots will take their toll. His chin certainly can't be what it once was. 10 seconds to go.
Both of them are alternating who's the pressure fighter. It was Ilunga most of this round, but Machado still finding power in his hooks.
Right when Ilunga starts to get a little momentum, it's a big right hand from Machado that changes the complexion of the round.
Here's Machado coming in. It was that nice left hook that clipped Ilunga. It was a nice 1, 2, 3. It didn't look like a hard shot, but if it's landed on the right spot, it doesn't take too much. Then at the end of the round, it was that nice overhand right just over that left guard of Ilunga, which could have easily stole Machado the round as the best shot of the fight. So
Joe, going back to your in-ring experience, even though it's not the hardest punch, what does it do to you when you get clipped right above the ear with a punch?
Well, it slowly breaks in your equilibrium, and you need to, it takes a while to recover from those shots. So that's why if you have someone hurt like that, you need to follow up and keep active with those punches. It doesn't take as much power to do as much damage.
Does it not feel like it hurt? You just can't control your body? Is that what it feels like?
Sometimes your knees just buckle and you don't know.
So round 3 now. And Joe, how do you have it?
Well, it's Machado doing good job in the first round and landing the cleaner shots, but I still have to give the advantage into this third round to Machado.
So round 3 might be a must-win here for Ilunga, and possibly must knock him out, or at least knock him down.
According to Fight Metrics, it's Machado landing 65 out of 127 shots, where only 35 out of 100 for Ilunga.
Nearly doubling the strikes landed is Machado.
Go!
The light heavyweight division, one of the most fascinating in glory right now. You're always one punch away from a knockout or a knockdown. There's a slip from Ilunga.
Hey!
Danyo Ilunga has a grocery store in his native country of Congo. Always trying to give back to the locals. Feels it's important to give the poor people of his country fresh fruit and vegetables. They don't get that a lot there. It's one of the biggest hearts in the sport. Went to the south side of the Chicago, as I mentioned earlier. But he knows he'll have a much bigger platform if he can continue to look good here in glory, especially if he can win this tournament.
Machado keeps finding success with that overhand right.
Close with that elbow. Getting too close with that elbow. Be careful. Strong warning. Strong warning. Getting too close with that elbow. Ready? Here we go. Ready? Fight!
That was pretty clear. Watch the elbow.
Ilunga's putting the pressure on again. He knows he has to pick it up a little bit.
Oh, and a left hand from Machado.
Not only does Machado land that right, he follows with the left.
And that is called a knockdown. That is very surprising.
That was a weird call, but as he was walking back, his leg buckled under him.
But was a shot landed?
It looked like a late reaction to the shot, according to the referee.
Well, it is now guns a-blazing time for Ilunga. He's going to have to win this fight by knockout. Or so it would seem. 30 seconds to go here in round 3. A spot in the light heavyweight tournament final against Hammerlane is up for grabs. And here comes that rockin' sock'em style from Ilunga now.
Ilunga landed a left hook and a right hand, but Machado came right back.
And Machado with a left. Machado needs to be careful. He may have this fight won if he just doesn't get caught. And that is it. An entertaining scrap here, but it appears the Brazilian has done enough, Joe.
It was that knockdown that really would have sealed that deal for Machado, but it's a tough call on this knockdown. You can see it clips him as he comes back. It kind of looks like his legs buckle under him. Very tough call, but who knows? Referee Martinez called the knockdown.
Called it a knockdown. And the decision now from our second light heavyweight semifinal is next.
Moving forward, never retreating, never giving up. We carry on that tradition today. Fight on, break through, never quit. This flag isn't backwards.
Coming up later tonight, Richard Abraham fights in front of his hometown crowd, and he spoke to Whitney Miller just moments ago.
I'm standing backstage in Richard Abraham's locker room as he prepares to fight Antoine Pinto tonight. He has 500 friends and family out there cheering him on. How does that feel?
I'm very excited. Thank you all for coming out.
Now, Antoine Pinto said that he was going to destroy you in your hometown. What is your reaction to that?
That's nice. Well, I guess we'll have to find out here in a little bit.
We certainly will. And I know I do not stand alone when we are so looking forward to this. Good luck tonight.
Thank you.
Here's our highlights from Machado versus Ilunga, Joe, and a little bit of controversy for sure.
Yeah, it all came down to the knockdown, but there was a lot of good exchanges happening both ways. The cut on Machado's head from that headbutt, but Machado did a good job at really coming forward, and there was that constant pressure of throwing hooks, and he found a lot of success with that right hand and looping those punches over. But Ilunga just kept showing that tough style that he has and kept coming forward and eating those punches. And there's that controversial knockdown from that late reaction fall or slip, whatever you want to call it. But that could have been a deciding factor in that fight.
Here's our post-fight statistics from our fight metrics. And as you can see, it was the Brazilian with 86 total landed compared to just 52 for Ilunga. Tim Hughes now with the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of kickboxing, we go to the judges' scorecard. Here now are the totals. Judge Winter and Judge Mason score the bout 30-26. Judge Caldwell scores the bout 30-27. All for your winner by unanimous decision. Now advancing to the tournament final, Ariel Machado.
All right, Joe, we've seen Zinedine Hammerlane. We've seen Ariel Machado.